It really is enjoyable to hear just how whimsical the flying bed theme is, isn't it? Hello, this is Prince of Somnia, and welcome back to more Let's Play Dragon Quest VI. Today, we're not going to be doing any plot progression or a whole lot of fighting or anything of the sort. Instead, we're going to be going around and collecting a whole bunch of treasure. Ooh, a Shield of Valora. First north, then at the end east. North at the first four-way intersection, south at the four-way intersection to the west, or something like that. Cryptic. But it doesn't really matter to us at all because we're not on the look for any such legendary shield. I mean, maybe you are, but I'm not. I'm just here for Mini Medal number 28. Let me be burying a little deeper. There, is good. When we finish with the growing up, we will discovering even bigger treasures. I am going on big treasure hunt. Do not worry, I take you along. Let us be going. Please don't like when I play the hooky from the church. Ah, you wait. No, you hurry. You no can follow now. How you expect to follow when I big strong grown up? You stop being mean, Ilya. I was just flying around here and there, and I happened to stumble upon Dreamworld Amore by flying on the bed from Somnia a little bit. It's kind of in the same general direction as where you would expect Real World Amore in relation to Somnia. So, and there just so happened to be that little cutscene there. I thought I would show it off because it's a little cute. And here in Somnia in the real world, there's a mini medal that I actually missed. That's should have been mini medal number 5, but for us, that's mini medal number 28. Well, since we're here and I'm going back and double checking my mini medals anyway. If we head over here in Arkbolt, there's a magic key door that we can break through and open the treasure chest for to get a poison needle. It has a small chance of instantly killing an enemy. And another mini medal. So, one more place. This is Clearvale in the Dream World, and in the drawer in Howie's room in the Dream World is the last mini medal I'm missing. So now I should be all caught up on mini medals. I was missing a couple there, so if we took in our inventory, I should have 30, yes. Technically speaking, I should only have 29, but while I was backtracking to Arkbolt to look for potential missing mini medals, I collected one of the ones we can get because we have the magic key now as well. So, okay, now we're back on track. Let's zoom to All Trades Abbey and collect another mini medal. There's quite a lot we can actually collect here, so I'll be doing that just shortly. But there is a house due south of All Trades that we can visit now that we have the flying bed. Huh? Visitors? Let me ask you something. You ever been to a town called Amore? I hear you can visit the Phantom Realm through a well south of there. Can't say for sure if that's true, mind you. Well, we'll have to keep that in mind and collect mini medal number 31. Or 30, I guess, but 31. Okay, and no, let's not fly. Let's actually just zoom to the Underkeep because it's faster. Where's our bed? Where did our bed land? Probably over that way. Probably north up there, huh? In which case it's probably better for us to go to All Trades, huh? Oh, there's our bed. Fuck. Okay, so if we head due north of All Trades Abbey, we'll have to go around a few mountains to make this work, and it'll be a little bit of a complicated path, but we should be fine. If you remember this church up here, that we visited on our way to All Trades Abbey in the Dream World. North of that is a little island with a tiny little house on it. What the bloomin' blazes? Visitors? Here? What a rare treat! Now don't leave. Special occasion this is. Pull up a seat and have a listen to my secret. Scattered throughout the world lie 4 pieces of legendary equipment. They say whoever completes the set can visit a castle in the sky. A castle in the sky or a castle in disguise, or mini medal number 32. Excellent. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. That might actually have been the cabin southwest of Jamiris' Isle. Oh, it really was. Let's see, the house southeast of All Trades was the one we just visited. I think. But, okay, so we visited this house over here near All Trades, but if we, let's see, is it on the map? Yes! Okay. Looks like we'll have to walk it a little bit here. Let's see if I can't maneuver my way around a little cleverly here and get ourselves a better landing, maybe? Oh, a much better landing, definitely. This well, southeast-ish of All Trades, over here, let's see. I don't have a map of this place, so unfortunately I'm kind of going it blind. It has a few, enemies in here for us. Let's not do that. Let's not tempt fate down there. Now that we've collected 33 mini medals, or at least 30, or 32 mini medals rather, but at least 30. You remember the hole that was near Haggleton? Well, just like with All Trades Abbey, Jamiris, being an archfiend, or a dread fiend rather, was sealing away a piece of the world. And now that he's gone, that hole that we fell down into Welshire way back when is gone, and now we have a new location, Medford's Manor. So yeah, oh, not a bad slime, huh? Ah. So basically, in the real world, the Dread Fiends smashed to pieces a lot of different locations, like All Trades Abbey or Medford's Manor. Basically, locations that would prove to be pretty dangerous to the monster world. All Trades Abbey gave us jobs, which gives us a massive spike in power, and Medford's Manor will give us something else entirely, which I'll explain a little bit later. But since they lived on within the hearts of the people, they existed in the dream world, which is why they also had to seal them away here and create holes in the world. Defeating the Dread Fiends removes the seal and returns them to the dream world, but not the real world. Greetings, my loyal subjects. I, Medford Medallion, have a royal passion for mini-medals, which are scattered hither and thither throughout the world. Some kings crave powerful armies, others want nothing but land. Me, all I desire are mini-medals. Bring them and I shall reward you accordingly. But wait, I know that glint anywhere. You have some mini-medals with you. I must examine them this instant, my loyal subjects. Splendid! That's 32 mini-medals you've given me so far, my little munchkins. He said minikins, didn't he? Okay, so basically the way this works is that when you reach a cumulative total of certain numbers of mini-medals, and you come back here to Medford's Manor, he will reward you with a certain award. You can collect them all at once, so we're going to collect the rewards for 15, 25, and 30 medals right here now. For 15 mini-medals, we get the Staff of Divine Wrath, which casts the Whoosh spell if you use it as an item, which isn't that great, but that's fine. 25 mini medals gets you a Raging Ruby, an accessory that increases your attack power by 20, which is really, really nice. And 30 mini medals, which is why I went and backtracked and made sure to collect a lot of things, a lot of mini medals, and get the ones I missed. 30 gets you the Platinum Sword, which is even stronger than the Fire Claw that we have now, and Carver is capable of using it. So that's really, really nice. 40 medals gets you a Miracle Sword, a much more powerful weapon that also drains some of the damage it does as HP to heal you while you attack. It does less healing to you in the remakes than it does in the Super Nintendo version, but it's still pretty useful. 50 gets you the Sands of Time, which you can use in battle to restart the fight from the beginning. 60 medals gets you Sacred Armor, which is has more defense power than the Platinum Mail and restores HP per round, which is nice, but it doesn't have defensive power or elemental defense, so it's a little risk reward there. The Metal King helmet is at 70 mini medals, is the strongest helmet in the game, and it gives you massive resistance to most status ailments and instant death, so that's really nice. At 80 mini medals, you get the Glombolero, which is not very powerful armor, but it might absorb some of the MP of whatever spell was used against them. So, for example, if someone casts Frizzle on them, they have a chance of absorbing half the MP used to cast Frizzle. And at 90 mini medals, which is the real prize, and the real reason why I'm bothering collecting these at all, is the Scroll of Draconic Diligence. I did tell you earlier in the game that collecting that certain items allow you to change into certain very special tier 3 job classes. The Draconic Diligence is one of those classes. It lets you become the Dragon job class, which is broken. Just completely and utterly broken. You learn all of the fire and ice breath weapons from taking the Dragon class, all the way up to the most powerful skills in the game, Inferno Breath and Cold Breath, the latter of which can deal 200 damage to all enemies. It's ridiculous. But that's a lot of mini medals away. We're only about a third of the way there, so I will get to that later. The price for 100 mini medals is not worthwhile. It's the Robust Lingerie, which is really pitiful defense. It's female exclusive, and all it really does is give you a chance of stunning an enemy with your hot thighs. But anyway, so now there is one more thing I want to do here. Let's switch worlds real quick. Now, I showed off a scene by accident when I was going around backtracking for looking for missing mini medals, and I went to Dream World Amor, where we saw Ilya and Evgenia bury some weird trinket in the ground in the Dream World. If we go to the real world, since that was a vision of the past, let's take a look at the trinket they buried. And for this, we get the Meteorite Bracelet. The Agility Ring was strong. The Meteorite Bracelet is even stronger. By equipping the Meteorite Bracelet, whatever the hell that is, your speed, your speed doubles. It just straight up doubles. So, it's a really, really, really good piece of equipment accessory to give to one of your two healers. I'm going to give it to Millie, mostly because she can really benefit from it the most. But it also means that we can pass down the Agility Ring to someone else, namely Navon, so that he is now also very fast, and now both of our healers have the speed they need in order to get around the place. It's not as great as having defensive gear, but or at least in terms of your survivability anyway, but simply having all of this raw speed is more than worth your while. Now let's see, the Platinum Sword, So I will give it to Carver. Let's see, we can throw the gold ring in the garbage. We don't need it. Let's see. The Raging Ruby... Can Amos equip it? No. Then it's not worth it. The gold bracers are probably more important than the Raging Ruby. And so yeah, can anyone else use the Fire Claw? Yeah, only Amos is capable of equipping it. So I'll give it to him for now, and he can use it in battle too, so that's pretty nice. But for now, we'll be sticking with the Platinum Sword. It doesn't do anything out of battle, so no frizzling there, but it's still pretty good. Wait, is this real world or dream world? I think it's the dream world. It said fly, so... But anyway, like I was saying earlier with how to get to Amor, it's kind of simple in that it's not too far from Somnia, and exactly where you would expect it to be. You do need the flying bed to access it without walking, though. So, anyway, with the flying bed, south of Amor, we can actually go to somewhere new that we haven't been able to see before. Let's see, if we go around here, there's a castle over there, but we won't deal with that yet. It's surrounded by mountains, so it's a no-go for us. This little temple-looking building over here is Sweet Dreams. Sweet Dreams are made of these. Mostly the reason why I'm here is because Sweet Dreams is a zoom point. I'm not even going to bother speaking to the people here because Sweet Dreams is something that I just simply can't do in the DS version. If you're playing the iOS version, that's a different story. There's actually a lot of things you can do here because the method of obtaining the items necessary to do things in Sweet Dreams is different. So... basically, the way Sweet Dreams works is that you can access certain features, such as recruiting monsters and whatnot, by collecting certain items called Dreamscapes. What Dreamscapes do is they allow you to recruit certain monsters, such as a Cure Slime or Liquid Metal Slime, things like that. But the only way to get Dreamscapes in the DS version explicitly, and these don't exist in the Super Nintendo version, by the way, so Sweet Dreams doesn't even exist in that game. But in the DS version explicitly, the only way to get Dreamscapes is by using the DS's tag mode feature, which means that not only do you need to take this to some other place to get someone to tag you with it, you also need to take it to a place where you know that someone is going to have not just a Nintendo DS, but a Nintendo DS with a Dragon Quest VI copy, and not just a Nintendo DS with a Dragon Quest VI copy, but one that happens to be in sleep mode, actively at wherever you are. It's practically impossible to do unless you own 2 copies of this game yourself and 2 DS family systems, and that's just not worth it for what the Dreamscapes offer you. So, yeah, it's quite useless. And it really only benefits you to do the Dreamscape thing if you don't plan on doing post-game. But once you reach the post-game, you can still recruit the 2 monsters that I mentioned earlier. The iOS version's a different story. You can find Dreamscapes everywhere. So, yeah, that kind of makes that whole thing moot. There's a total of 16 of them scattered in the world, and all of them gets you the Liquid Metal Slime and a second Meteorite Bracelet for your trouble. Life truly ain't fair, is it? But anyway, there seems to be some sort of weird house here inside the well we just visited south of Amor. Contains our 33rd mini-medal. Okay, there we go. Let's see, what's in here? Ooh. Yes, there you go. So we collect a Dreamscape here. You have to collect more by getting people online. Or, not online, but multiplayer. Oh, sorry, dream cards is what you have to collect in the remakes. Oh, Castle Swanstone. Ah, so that's how we're supposed to get out into the wider ocean from Somnia. In the real world is because the Floodgate key is in the possession of the Royals of Swanstone. So let's peer into the well and deal with the Scarewell. Now we can head into the well, and somehow that Scarewell was kind of existing in multiple dimensions or something or another like that. Let's head on out here to the real world. Take a look over here. We can see that there seems to be a well just to the north-ish of us, as well as a castle over here. So let's take a gander. And get some new enemies here. Demon Riders. I recognize these guys from Dragon Quest 11. It's kind of fun. Let's see. We're closing in on the castle. Okay. It's just up this way. Battering ram. Really? Well, we're getting to the point where double up doesn't instantly kill things now, so that's kind of sad. Okay, if we duck in here, this is Castle Swanstone. I don't care about visiting anything here right now. I just wanted the zoom point, which I should have now. In before I don't. Yeah, Swanstone. So, we'll be back there later, that's where we want to go to progress with the plot, but I have Yanoceroses and Fuddleguanas to deal with. Take a wild guess what the Fuddleguanas can do to you. Take a wild guess what you can do to the Fuddleguanas. Yup, it's really that simple. There's just to show on the map, there's the floodgate that Swanstone has the keys to. That's what we want to open up so we can explore more of the world. That's basically our goal for visiting Swanstone. Oh god, there's a lot of enemies. Let's see, just up here, past the poison swamp. There's a well here that we can visit and collect our 33rd mini-medal from. They say a tower once stood in this spiry spot long ago. Of course, there isn't much of anything here nowadays. But you know, sometimes when I sleep here, I have the most vivid dream. It's set in this enormous desert, with a tower right smack in the middle, and at the top of the tower lives a mysterious sorcerer. Strange, isn't it? Ever seen a desert like that? Well, funny you should ask. We're going there. But first things first, I need to do something that I've kind of been remiss in doing for a little while now, because our boys out in front have job classes they need to get. Both Rex and Carver, or Carver and Rex, have mastered Warrior and Martial Artist and can now access the path of the Gladiator. So now we'll be able to continue working on Gladiator for the both of them, and they'll learn a lot of really nice physical skills, and that'll be great. Once Carver masters Gladiator, I'm going to have him start working on Priest to master Paladin as well. The reason being is that Paladin also offers a lot of really nice defensive skills for Carver to master. I haven't entirely decided if I'm going to go through with that, but that's kind of where I'm leaning. It depends on how long it takes for us to master Gladiator. If he does it within a reasonable amount of time, then I'll definitely be doing that. But otherwise, if we get closer to the end of the game and he hasn't gotten anywhere far enough with that, then I'll just have Amos handle the paladining for us. And then when Rex gets done with Gladiator, he is going to be the one to start going on the path of the hero. That's where Rex and Carver will start to diverge. Whether or not I decide to do things with Paladin Carver or not, eventually I'm going to respec him back into a Mastered Gladiator, just so that he has the Gladiator stats, which support Carver's own very well. And that'll be basically how that works. But remember what that old man said about a massive tower in the middle of a huge desert? This is called Spiegelspire. I wonder if I can zoom here. I really, really can. I knew there was a reason this place is busted, and that's why. Now, you notice that this door here is sealed with a mysterious power. You're not supposed to know how to open this door. However, if you cast the Peep spell, the door unlocks. Now, the reason why I'm doing this, it's a sequence break, but it's a small sequence break, but it's a sequence break, is because Spiegelspire is the best place in the game to grind job levels. You can master just about every job you need to lightning fast in here because the level cap for Spiegelspire is 99. And what makes that so great is that in Spiegelspire, the enemies here are comparable to the enemies we've been fighting recently. Some of them are even straight up from the aggro crag that we climbed earlier, so yeah, this is where I like to do all of my job grinding for the rest of the game. It's better than literally anywhere else because you can zoom here, you can zoom to a place to heal, and it's very accessible. As soon as you get the flying bed, you can come here, and the enemies here are not difficult to defeat at all, and they get easier the more you level here. So I will actually probably be taking care of leveling. I'm thinking I'm gonna try and level Millie. We don't really need the levels, but I would like to level Millie up to probably a Master Luminary and potentially just grind her straight through the Mage job class, one or the other, which might be a prime time if I decide to go Paladin Carver to just level him through the Priest class now. Again, I'll think about it, but that might be what I end up doing. We're actually a little ahead of job levels for once, so that's kind of nice. Regardless, Rex needs to level Gladiator anyway, so I might just power Millie through Luminary and Mage, and have that be the extent of my job class, come back with Priest Millie, and continue on with the plot. But regardless, we have access to Spiegelspire now, even though it's a little sequence breaky, and we can utilize it as the best place in the game to job grind. So, next time on Let's Play Dragon Quest VI, between episodes, I'll handle any, if any, job grinding, all of the job grinding that I want to do, and then I'll meet you back at Castle Swanstone in order to progress with the plot. See you guys then!